AskReddit by Miami 72 Finns. People who have worked at large corporations and hit the 10-year service mark. What was your award from the company, if any? I got $1,000 X years of service every year at my last job. I lasted a little over 15 years. I think that's the best one here. I work at a mid-size HVAC company, about 250 employees. Got a signed hockey stick by the whole team and some really good tickets for a game. My boss knows I'm a big hockey fan, so it was pretty sweet to get. Aside from that, they've generally been good to me over the years and it's the reason I've stuck around so long. Edit. Well, that's a lot more responses than I expected. For those who asked, it's the Hurricanes and I work in service. Boss missed a clear opportunity to say thanks for sticking around. Cue dad joke groans. At Starbucks, at 10 years you get an extra couple of shares of stock, an award, and you are eligible for 1 year off with no loss of stature when you come back. It's called a coffee break, and, if you are over 55, been with them for over 10 years and then retire, you get a pound of coffee a week and 30% off for the rest of your life. A pound of coffee a week. Goodness. Lot of coffee. I took a voluntary separation and got 10 months of pay on my 10th anniversary. Best choice I have ever made. Found a new job with a 15% raise that started a few weeks later. Were they doing layoffs or did you bring up that option? Either a $2,000 Tiagoa watch or $2,000 worth of travel credit. Took the travel. I had to scroll pretty far to find a legitimately good reward. A tie clip. I am a woman. A woman with a really nice tie clip. I remember working in a fast food joint. Think, very large global chain. I started in 1996 and in 2008 I got my reward for 10 years service. It was a pen and pencil. Yup. Thank you for your service. The concrete thing is an extra week of paid vacation. You started with 2 weeks when hired, then you got 1 week at 3 years, 1 week at 5 years and 1 week at 10 years. Also a big congrats and recognition company-wide email from the company and a little plaque. At 10 years you still get less than the minimum required in the UK for any employee. Fucking hell. A trip to anywhere in the world, reimbursed up to $7,500. My wife and I did a 17-day transatlantic cruise from Florida to Europe for less than $2,000 out of pocket. Where TF do you work and are you hiring? I got to choose from a few items, all of which we adorned with the company logo, 2 small rubies and a small diamond. I picked the pocket knife. Sounds like an RBC employee, haha. Almost 9 years here. My company gave me a 6-figure stock bonus, vests over 4 years. I will likely stay here as a result. If companies reward employees meaningfully, then employees are more loyal and willing to work hard. Seriously. Instead of using and abusing people and treating employees like they are easily replaceable. I got mentioned in a social media post on FB, IG and LinkedIn. It's been a dream of mine. That's a punishment to me. The CEO extended to me a laurel and hearty handshake. My mind is a raging torrent, flooded with rivulets of thoughts cascading into a waterfall of creative alternatives. Deleted. Good God. Is here company hiring? Haha. Got a pin. Also got to pick from a catalog, earrings, cheap shit. I received a pin with a tiny gem in it. They took the cost for it out of my next paycheck. I don't know where it was purchased, but it was overpriced. They laid me off for my 23rd anniversary. Fortune 500 company. Any company in Australia? You're entitled to 3 months paid leave on top of the 20 days a year you accrue. Even better, In the trade industry you don't have to work at the same company for 10 years, 7 pro rata, it follows you from company to company. I don't even know what I would do with that much time off. I would love to travel for a long time. Reward. My reward was to do my job as if it were any other day. I worked for one of the largest electronic companies in the world, think like Sony or General Electric. For my 5-year anniversary they mailed me a nice plaque to hang on my office wall. It was pretty nice. For my 10-year anniversary, they emailed me a certificate of appreciation that I was supposed to print out and frame. Lol, I deleted the email. I got laid off at 9 years 11 months. Never forget. I'm an older guy, so hitting the 10-year mark made me eligible for retiree health insurance. And I think they still have that, though they've unfortunately discontinued the defined benefit pension for new employees. It kills me a bit when the 20+ year people at work talk about their plans with me like we have the same deal. This is a state job. They're like, well, you have to stick around at least until you're 10 because the vesting, or hang in there until you're 20 because then the health kicks in even if you leave before you turn 65. I just go, they don't do that anymore. And I don't retire at 65. I got to pick an item, fancy steak knives I actually really like and a $250 gift card to my favorite bike shop. I'd be happy with this gift, honestly. 23 years this year, they gave those with 20 years service a free breakfast. Those who were off that day got nothing. I feel you. I'm a crane operator, and every project I'm on usually has a top-out party, meaning the highest structure on a building is done. Problem is a crane almost always goes off rent a few days before they are done. I literally did all the heavy lifting and I get nothing. Not a goddamn thing. You think a company that gave raises of 4 cents, yes, that's correct, 4 American cents, gives a shit about you working there for 10 years? One co-worker got a 1 cent raise. He complained, and they fired him. Fuck LKQ. Fuck LKQ for destroying the salvage business. Not surprising that they're shit all around. 10 years was too long ago to remember. For 30 years, I received an RE personalized video of my career, in practice a 60.000 sharp seconds video glorifying the company, where the first 2 seconds were, insert name here, remember what we did together. In other words, a level of bullshit well beyond a diarrhea epidemic in any large herd. I'd rather get nothing than that. I hit 5 and was laid off. The margins in my industry weren't big enough, so they closed an entire division. It was actually 4 years and 10 months, so they tried not paying severance, but I later found out the office manager ripped someone at head office a new one when she found out I wasn't getting severance, and they changed their mind. Completely soured me on working for a massive corporation. Chase that boss. I got a piece of paper that said congrats on 10 years of service. That's it. Congrats. Can you believe we've let you stay here this long? Left double quotation mark.